Hello everyone and welcome to Tiny Piano Cup. Today we are going to be giving you our third theology assignment.
It is the middle of Lent, which as we all know is...
It's like the 40-day period where people tend to give things up or add things in.
Lent is really like the pregame show for Easter. It's the red carpet, the purple carpet if you will.
Ha! Liturgical colors!
Lent is the purple carpet, at least the main event at Easter.
So Easter, as we know, is on a Sunday.
Whoa! Actually, Easter kind of starts on Thursday. Starting on Thursday, we begin to walk through the last days of Jesus' death and the first days, I guess, of his new life. And it all starts on Thursday, which, as I said, is a Maundy Thursday. Becca, why is it called Maundy Thursday?
I have no idea, Zach. I don't know what the word Maundy means. I can tell you, if this is relevant, that as a child, I always thought it was called Monday Thursday, which confused the heck out of me, because I was like, is it Monday or Thursday?
You know what?
What?
You're wrong. So Maundy actually comes from the Latin word mandatum.
Ooh.
You ever been on mandatum?
Haven't.
Mandatum is the Latin word for...
mandate.
This is real. First time. Nailed it.
Yeah! I just guessed.
Proud of you.
So to mandate something is to give an order. I know on Maundy Thursday we have foot washing.
That's true.
Does the order go with the foot washing?
Yes. It's called Maundy Thursday because on Maundy Thursday, Jesus gives the disciples a new commandment, a new mandatum, which is...
If I say to wash my feet, I don't think that's going to be right.
Love one another as I have loved you.
Oh, that came on Maundy Thursday?
They eat the Last Supper, and then when it's over, Jesus sermonizes for a little bit, and he says, I give you a new commandment, love one another as I have loved you.
Oh.
After he gives them the new commandment, he gives them a demonstration. And so he gets down on his hands and knees and he washes their feet as a sign of this new commandment being fulfilled. Nike was not yet founded.
So no shoes, dirty feet. They couldn't just do it. They needed a demonstration. Did you get that? Ooh.
Quick question.
Yeah.
Public health and sanitation in the ancient Near East. How do you think that went?
Probably not too well.
So it would not be unlikely for one to have poop on their feet. It's a really humbling demonstration for Jesus to get down on his hands and his knees and to wash their incredibly mucky feet. In the last 50 years or so, congregations, churches have reclaimed this kind of ritual action. And so on Maundy Thursday, on the Thursday before Easter, many congregations have a service where you have the opportunity to have your feet washed and to wash someone else's feet.
I grew up with that. I've actually done both the foot washing when I was in middle school as a service thing, but I've had my feet washed at Maundy Thursday service probably every year of my life. There are so many people who do not want to have their feet touched, which is understandable.
Yeah, why would people not want to have their feet touched?
I think it's just our culture and the society we live in. We're taught to think that feet are gross.
It is really intimate.
It's pretty intimate, yeah. Oftentimes it's like a stranger. If you have a big congregation, it might be someone you don't know that well. You're just sitting in a tub of water and they're like, all right, I'm going to wash your feet now. Kind of weird.
I think it demonstrates this thing about our feet that I think we've lost. And that is that our feet are a kind of portal, right? That's why you take your shoes off to walk on holy ground, because it is this important place that things come in and out of you. Part of what makes it such an intimate experience is the recognition that this is a very sensitive place that's somehow connected to the essence of who we are, one of the deep ways that God connects with us. Last year on Maundy Thursday, we set up in the student union with a crock pot filled with warm towels scented with lavender, and we had a frame sign that said, may we wash your feet. And we sat there all day offering to wash the feet of passers-by. So how do you think that went, Becca?
I can imagine that those who do not have a religious background and have no idea what the context of Maundy Thursday is, were probably like, what the heck, why would I want that? But I'm going to hope that there were some people who kind of knew about it and were like, yeah, I want to get my feet washed. And also some of those people who just like to try new things and are like, sure, why not? I like social experiments. Am I kind of correct in that?
Kind of.
Kind of? Okay.
The people who did not know very much, who were not familiar with Christianity, were very interested and thought it was weird initially, at least. But then the folks who were familiar with Christianity also found it to be very weird.
Really?
And weren't necessarily familiar with it. It's not a practice that's really widespread throughout Christianity. So we washed very few people's feet, like less than 10 people sitting out there all day.
Wow.
But we had lots of really interesting conversations with folks who were familiar with Christianity, perhaps who maybe even claimed Christianity as an identity, and folks who had no religious background at all, or folks who had just different religious backgrounds because they're interested in this stuff. And so it sparked lots of really good conversation.
Our challenge to you is to offer to wash someone's feet in public.
Be really creative with it. See what you can do. It's really weird and interesting. There's a lot of fun stuff to play with. Send us an email with a link to your video or your pictures. Sometime on the other side of Easter, we'll compile all of the stuff that you sent in to us and we'll review and see how it went.
I'm going to be in Boston at that time, so I think I'm going to find a nice little place in Boston to set up for like an hour.
So best of luck on your man-datum.
Thank you so much for watching. We post new videos every Tuesday and Friday. Be sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel.